that's at a state level. The exception is it's written in clear language in federal statutes and Supreme Court decisions that when a private political party, convention, or a caucus to send delegates to a convention for the purpose of nominating a president of the United States and a vice president of the United States, delegates must have the right to vote their conscience without fear or intimidation of any kind from anybody at any time. So if somebody prepares an affidavit under penalty of perjury and says to the delegate, I want you to sign where you're promising under penalty of perjury you're going to vote for Mitt Romney, that is an act of intimidation, a threat of a criminal prosecution for perjury. Some states have financial penalties. Some state bylaws have both financial penalties and criminal penalties, and all of them are unconstitutional, and the people that are asking and are manipulating those delegates are committing federal crimes. They could be handcuffed and put in prison.
Now, I had another terrific question. It's from Ron in Pennsylvania, and Ron, I'm gonna get to your question in a second. But Richard, I just had to address something that you said, and I think it was wonderful. And I'm certainly not blowing smoke because I truly believe this. We the People Network. The whole purpose of We the People Network is to be a voice for the people. And while for the most part we have a tremendous amount of Ron Paul supporters within We the People Network, we do not, there is zero, less than zero discrimination to anybody who has any other views within WTPN. But it is the views of the people and the freedoms of the people and the liberty movement and the things like that that have inspired it. So I appreciate that you have come out with the candor speaking about the delegates and allowing people to understand that you're not biasedly working to get Ron Paul all the delegates, but in fact you are representing any one person that is a delegate and that is going to vote and maybe does not want to be bound to one candidate or the other. So I appreciate that you made that distinction. I think any liberty lovers, and I think even Ron Paul himself would appreciate that explanation. But I wanted to get another question out, and I'd like you guys to comment on that, David, if you can, as well as Richard. We'd love to get the thoughts on it. Ron from Pennsylvania jumped in and said, "Is it possible for the RNC to appeal the ruling that could delay a positive ruling and extend it past the convention?"
Is that a question for me, Richard Gilbert, or?
Well, yeah, and then I would like David to weigh in on it as well, if he could. But Richard, if I think it was directed at you, if you can jump in with that and give us your assessment.
The answer is they can appeal it, but they can't stop it.
Okay.
There's no.
Can they delay it? But can they delay it past the convention? That was the question specifically.
No, not.
Okay.
They will. They may try, and they will fail. They will fail if they attempt to delay it past the convention. That is not going to happen because we would be able to take an immediate. It's called a writ. It's like you can think of it as an appeal, and we can go right into the United States Supreme Court where I am licensed to practice, and we can put it right before the United States Supreme Court in a very timely fashion prior to the election. And I believe that we will prevail. Now, every case has its risk. Any case can be won and lost. Trial judges can make mistakes, and that's why there are appellate courts. So, I don't underestimate, but I do feel that our legal position is extremely well founded. I think we're going to strip Romney of those delegates, and I don't think he's going to look good when he's standing there in that position.
In addition to that, part of the reason that Richard can be that confident as he moves up to the Supreme Court level, if the decision is appealed by the Republican National Committee, is that we have a significant amount of pertinent case law, and we have the confidence that the Supreme Court has literally already ruled on this. This isn't like we're asking the courts to come up with new ruling. All we're doing is getting clarity and giving the people the understanding of the law that's actually there already. And so that's part of the reason that there's a confidence here. And, Richard, you might elaborate on that a bit, but that is a significant point here. We're not fighting something that isn't already the law of the land. We're simply trying to get the powers that be, if you will, the Republican National Committee and the state Republican parties to agree to what actually exists.
Well, you know what, guys, I have to know, and I'm sure the people out there know. First of all, David, could you give everybody the site that they could go to if they want some more references on the suit, and if they'd like to join the cause, if they have a story to tell, can you provide the website for the people out there listening to the show?
Certainly. The primary site that we're providing people to learn about this is electionfraudremedy.com. That's the website that's been set up to particularly assist the delegates and the alternates that are posting their testimony in a secured location so that they can write freely and not be afraid that someone's going to take their information and shoot it all over the internet. But in addition to that, people need to write down the names of some websites that will be up in the next couple of days as we open up this new campaign. There's 3 different websites that will be available. The first one is called RonPaulGrassrootsRevolution.com. I'll say that again, RonPaulGrassrootsRevolution.com. The second one is WeAreAllRonPaul.com. And we think that Ron would really love that name for our website because he would say that he's not the revolution, we are all the revolution. And that site, again, is WeAreAllRonPaul.com. And the third one is RealGrassrootsRevolution.com. And the point that you're getting from these 3 websites is that when we say we're taking over the Ron Paul campaign, it's really the people that are taking over the campaign. We're sick of this top-down politics, this top-down control, and we're saying we want our country back and we want to take it back ourselves.